Forces in my book. There's a whole chapter on it. And in some cases, music that was being played on stage by a well-known group was not being, there was music being played on stage in addition to what was coming out of the, from the instruments of the performers. There was other mysterious music that was part of the presentation.
In all of your book, which is the story that you find most intriguing, your favorite story?
Well, I guess my favorite one, Elvis comes very close because he had an unbelievable number of sightings and experiences and was very much into this. But the thing that's the most curious story is the one that was told by Jerry Garcia of the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
And this had to do with he felt that he had been locked in a spaceship for 2 days. And that he experienced alien presences who he described as insectoid, like tall praying mantis type beings that have been described, as far out as that may sound, have been described by some abductees, not by most of the abductees, but occasionally there are a few here and there who will describe that sort of thing. So he had a kind of harrowing experience, frankly.
What other stories can you share with our audience?
Oh, well, Elvis believed that he himself believed that he was from somewhere else, a blue planet in another galaxy. He had many sightings, and in one case, the people around him were very concerned because he basically disappeared. He had gone looking at a UFO, and he disappeared. And then they saw not just Elvis, but his bodyguards and people with him, members of the Memphis Mafia, saw the UFO. Now, what was very interesting about Elvis is that at the time when he was, at the exact moment when he was born, according to the attending physician and according to Vernon Presley, Elvis's father, there was a strange blue light over the small cabin in Tupelo, Mississippi. And later, Elvis actually, and his father, and Larry Geller, a very close friend who was his hairstylist, saw UFOs at Graceland.
Wow. What's the story about John Lennon with the UFOs or moon dogs?
Yeah, well, there were two experiences that John had. One, he was with May Peng, whom I've met. In fact, she was at one of my UFO. She helped me open up one of the UFO conferences we had here many years ago in New York. And John and May saw this. Very nuts and bolts type of spacecraft that was close enough that they could hit it with a rock. It was on the roof of the building that they were staying in, and they were both naked, and they went out on the roof to observe this thing, and had lights around the lower edge of it and a red light up on top. And John actually took pictures of it, but unfortunately nothing developed on that film.
Tell us a little bit about your organization, the New York Center for Extraterrestrial Research.
Well, the organization is a small organization. We've been around for about more than 20 years now, and the idea is to work, and we do work with other organizations such as MUFON and other leading organizations all over the place to get the information out. Mainly, what I'm doing here is trying to get the information out both to the public and to the media. And working on the media end of it is a very frustrating deal because the media basically does not want to know this. Now, I was on Bill O'Reilly's show on the Fox News Channel many years ago, and Bill actually said, he was more open to this than I thought. He said he said that I was the guy that the aliens were going to call. If they called anyone, I'd be the one. So I'm waiting for that call.
Instead of E.T. calling home, E.T.'s going to call Michael.
Well, I think so. Maybe. I don't know, really. We'll see.
Do you think in our time, Mike, we'll see disclosure?
Well, actually, somebody had just asked me that question. Somebody who's been in UFO research for many years who felt that disclosure was imminent. I think disclosure is probably coming soon, but that disclosure will not be something that the government of the United States, which basically is the key to this information coming forward, that they'll do voluntarily. They'll only do it when and if they're forced to do it, and that would be when a landing seems imminent. And then at that point, of course, they will make an announcement.
You know, with the case of the NSA whistleblower Snowden, with all the access he had to the NSA and all the people who have leaked information to the WikiLeaks, how come none of the information has had anything to do with UFOs?
No, it's a good question. I have no idea what's in there. I might not want to know too much about it, but given what happened to Snowden, but or what's going to happen to him, but who knows? It's very hard to say. I mean, they can't. WikiLeaks can't be everywhere with everything, and I don't really know, but I do know that there are 400 former military people who are whistleblowers. Mm-hmm. Now, if that hasn't forced open disclosure by now, I don't know what will, unless the government, as I say, has no choice but to do it because the UFOs are coming.
Michael Luckman's my guest this hour, Exonation. He's the author of Alien Rock, The Rock and Roll Extraterrestrial Connection. It's a great book. Michael sent me a copy years ago, autographed. And his website is www.cosmicmajority.org. And don't forget, next weekend is Contact in the Desert. Once again, tickets are going fast. Accommodations, well, you can't get any through their website, but you can still go. Please do. It's going to be the event that is setting the standard for every other UFO convention, ET convention from this point on.
I think that's very true.
Yeah. And, of course, it's going to have the who's who of ufology, extraterrestrials, alien abductee. Travis Walton is going to be there. Dr. Roger Lear, who has extricated alien implants from people. Let me see. Jim Mars is going to be there. It's just going to be the who's who. The website to visit is www.contactinthedesert.net. That's www.contactinthedesert.net. Michael, you and I have to take our news break at the bottom of the hour. We will be back. Once again, for more information on Michael Luckman, his website is www.cosmicmajority.org. We'll be back on the other side of the news as the X Zone continues with yours truly, Rob McConnell. Don't go away. My name is Rob McConnell, and I would like to tell you about a very special lady that I have the pleasure of knowing, and that's Miss Sylvia Anthony. Sylvia Anthony believes the golden years are a time to gear up and get busy, not relax and take it easy. She has faced many hardships in her 84 years, but they have made her stronger and more determined. As founder and president of Sylvia's Haven, a shelter for women and their children near Boston, Sylvia has helped transform over 1,086 lives in the past 27 years, not only with housing, but also providing direction as to where they can go to develop the earning skills they want and need to live free from difficult domestic situations. Sylvia's Haven is everything to Sylvia Anthony, even calling it her magnificent obsession. Women who qualify for the program at Sylvia's Haven receive assistance via guidance counselors to find the appropriate job opportunity. Women and their children may remain at the housing for up to 2 years. At the end of this time, or sooner, a woman who is successfully employed and has an apartment or home may leave Sylvia's Haven to begin a new and independent life. Now this is where you come in to help make Sylvia's dream into a reality. Sylvia's dream is to have a Sylvia's Haven in every state to help as many women and their children as she can, and to help this dream come true. A crowdfunding site has been established which can be accessed at www.sylviasdream.org. Now that's www.sylviasdream.org. With your financial help and support, Sylvia Anthony will continue to help those in their time of need, not only in the Boston area, but with her dream of having a Sylvia's Haven in every state of the United States. Your help is needed to make Sylvia's dream come true. Please visit and give at www.sylviasdream.org. Once again, www.sylviasdream.org. And remember, the only difference between a dream and reality is just doing it. We need your help to make Sylvia's dream come true. Visit www.sylviasdream.org. Once again, www.sylviasdream.org. For the X Zone Radio TV show and the X Chronicles newspaper, I am Rob McConnell.
You're listening to the X Zone Radio Show, live and around the world on the Talkstar Radio Network,
X Zone Broadcast Network,
UK High Definition Radio,
Euro High Definition Radio,
and Star Cable. Our toll-free telephone number worldwide is 1-800-610-7035.
Our email address, xzone@xzoneradiotv.com.
On MSN Messenger, xzoneradiotv@hotmail.com.
And our website,
www.xzoneradiotv.com.
I wish I could carry your smile in my heart.
Well, I just got back from Roswell, where the aliens have been. And if you ask the feds the cause, well, they'll only lie again. Now I'm hunted by the gumshoes, and I'm wanted by the cops, 'cause they think that I might be the guy making circles in the crops. And I know that there's a conspiracy from the voices in my head. Elvis lives, that's clear to me. It's McCartney who is dead. And if the Mars men should come again and take me, I will go. I will take a trip on their rocket ship. God bless the UFO. Give JFK this message. It's the Cuban Army's fault. And I know that Dave Koresh is alive inside a vault. We've seen reports in papers of a guy who knows about a car that runs on chewing gum, but the Arabs rubbed him out. And we loudly warn that America is badly unprepared. With the Cold War through, we need something new that can get you good and scared. Do you wonder just who is warning you of conspiracies today? We're the ones who fill the rumor mill. We are the CIA.
And there you have it. God bless the UFO. My guest this hour is Michael Luckman. And Michael, thanks for joining us. You and I were talking during the commercial and news break about a sighting in California that you wanted to talk about.
Well, last time I was on the show, we were talking a lot about the meteor situation, whether that might or might not be tied to Planet X.
Mm-hmm.
There continues to be meteors that are being seen. The most latest example is this last week, where a fireball, large one, was seen by many people out in California in Orange County. And according to the Los Angeles Times, several communities emptied out into the street to see what was going on. There was a very loud boom caused by this, and I've expressed my concern